But I got the first dress on. I had my makeup done, my hair, and I was getting laced into this dress. I couldn't breathe. And then Liam walked in, like, playing with the settings on the camera because he's about to film some of it for TikTok and YouTube. And what did you say? Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Alexis Blake.
And I'm Liam Blake.
And this is episode 17 of our podcast, The Blake Debate. And what are we talking about today, Liam?
Marriage.
Oh, to you, never.
To me, to you.
Of course I did that.
Yeah, because you do it all the time.
We kind of wanted to talk about it today because why do we want to talk about it today?
So we're going to be getting married next summer. We have provisionally penciled in a date back end of July, early August.
I look like I'm wearing a wedding dress in this right now, but I'm
not.
not.
You always go on about that dress, but it's a really nice, it's a summer dress. You were wearing it in Greece.
I know, someone told me I look like I'm wearing a wedding dress, and ever since they
It's
said
really
that, I always
nice.
feel like I'm getting married. But we've started planning it. I've got an idea of a dress in my head, and we kind of have a few bits to talk about today with you guys, and then also kind of to ask for tips and advice. So one thing we want to mainly focus on with our wedding, well, there's two things for me. I love how I say we, me. The two things I want to focus on is the first one is I feel like with weddings, because I used to waitress at weddings when I was living in London. Another story for another day. But when I was waitressing, I used to waitress a lot of weddings, like these bougie fancy weddings. And the thing is, these people would spend all this money, but then the bride and groom would just be going around all day talking to people. And then at the end of the day, I'd say to the bride, I'd be like, have you had a nice day? And they're like, oh, I'm tired, my feet hurt, and I've just spoken to everyone all day. I've barely eaten, I've drunk anything. And I don't want that. I want us to have a good day. So we discussed it, and
Well, we want we're not having a sit down lunch. We don't want to sit down and eat
No.
like you have them posh dinners where you get like one carrot, one potato, one chicken, and a drizzle of gravy so it looks right. What's it called? Michelin star, and then you're just starving for the rest of the day. I don't want that.
I don't want that either.
We want food trucks in the yard. People go get a burger, get chips, sit where they want to eat it. That's kind of vibe, don't we? We want popcorn machine. We want like a.
We don't want a stereotypical, like, which is nothing wrong with. It's just not our style. It's not us. Like, I've always said I want to eat a burger on my wedding day, which is what we're going to do. So we started to talk to different food vendors. But then, like, when you look into weddings, right? We looked into, because we went to a wedding, was it last year or the year before?
Year before, yeah.
And they had someone who did the photography and the videography, and the price that it costs. Like, I get it. I get why. But, oh, my gosh, it's so much money. And we want to buy another, like, upsize our house and do all these other things. We've been engaged now for 3 years. I don't think I've actually shown my ring.
Mine's got 3 diamonds missing.
We need to get that
now.
fixed. We need to get time to get that fixed. But when we got engaged, we always said we didn't want to spend a lot of money on the wedding because it's one day. This is just how we see it. It's just one day, and it's more for other people than yourself, I think.
And whenever we've hosted parties together or separately or whatever, I'm always
Worrying.
making sure everyone's having a good time.
Yeah.
So what I've said, my only wedding gift, I suppose, on the night of the wedding, we're going to sleep over in the hotel that we went to look at this lovely hotel down the road. We'll put some pictures up on screen.
Pub hotel? Yeah.
And I want to get married. On the night, we're going to sleep in the hotel. We've got a room booked there. And then the day afterwards, I want to be on my way travelling to New York. That is my dream. So I want to spend the first night after we're married in New York.
We can do that if you want to do that.
That's what I want to do. And I'd rather the money that we save, that we have, go towards doing a little bit of travelling. Like, I'd love to get married and then jet off for maybe a month, 2 months and travel around. Well,
But we've got a cat.
yeah, well, we've got also friends and family. My mum will have the cat.
Oh, you need to ask her first.
I'm sure Mum, sort me out, yeah.
So going back to talking about expensive weddings, because the markup in the wedding industry is so high, isn't it? And when we asked some friends who got married how much they paid, because I know it's a bit cheeky, but I wanted to know how much they paid for their videographer and photographer. Oh my gosh, that was like more than half of our budget that we set. It was more than half of it. And I'm like, no.
So what we've said is everyone who's there take photos and videos themselves, and we'll create like a Google Drive link for everyone to jump in there. But I would like somebody there to dedicatedly take some. I'm not bothered about videos, but some really nice photos.
We've got this camera.
Well, yeah, we've got. I mean, but we can't
Selfies.
exactly. You know what I mean? We can't exactly get some good professional shots ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's going to be a busy day.
I know.
But I would love a photographer there, but not I'm not worried about videoing because it personally.
Do you watch it?
We
How
do
often do you watch it?
No.
That's the only thing.
Like,
I mean,
I would like some good shots, but I mean, our friends are good with the camera. We just need
just get
some
someone to
really
take
good
pictures of
shots.
that. Also, I need some advice as well from, I was going to say the girls, but anyone actually, who has style. So I'm trying to find the colour scheme. It's changed 17 times. So when we first got engaged, do not judge me. When we first got engaged, I wanted pastel rainbow colour scheme. It's gone now. Don't worry. I think a lot of people.
I liked it, mate. I like
a
unicorn
lot of people.
colours.
No, that one. No, I'm talking yellow, green, blue, red, pink, orange, purple. All the colours in a pastel rainbow. But I've changed my mind now. So Liam you want like purpley, pink, and blue pastels.
I want unicorn colour.
And I kind of want blush, like a nude blush colour for the bridesmaid
So therefore,
dresses.
to compromise, we're going to have unicorn colours.
That's not a compromise. That's you just getting your way.
Yeah.
So let us know below which one would you pick. Or if you have a separate idea, let us know. I know a lot of people are doing sage green at the minute. I do like it, but I just don't know.
That
the
could
colour
not
of our
be
living room.
further away from unicorn colours, could it?
No, that's just another thing that's trending at the minute.
Right. Well, I don't want my wedding to be trendy. I want it to be my wedding.
Some people do black bridesmaid dresses, which I quite like as well. But then Liam's wearing navy. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah. No, that's fine. Like I want, Peaky Blinders, that kind of vibe. So I want the waistcoat, the stopwatch, the chain, the flat cap. That's the kind of vibe. I'll put a picture on screen. That's what I want to wear. I want to just look like old-fashioned kind of Conor McGregor outfit here.
I can't say what I'm going to look like, but I do have an idea for a video. So when I go and try on wedding dresses, I want to kind of film it. And then the one dress that I pick, I want to cut that out of the edit. And then I can put that on as a YouTube video because it's not like Liam's never seen me in a wedding dress. Because a few months ago, last year was it? I did like a modelling thing it was really cool. And I got to wear wedding dresses. And you've seen me in wedding dresses now. So I think if the one that I'm actually going to wear, if you don't see that.
You keep that secret.
And then, yeah. But if you have any ideas on cheap, affordable, fun things for weddings, comment below and let us know because... Honestly, I don't...
Well, we were looking at getting a photo booth, weren't we? But then we saw the price of that and we thought, well, we've got spotlights here, we've got a decent camera and tripod, we could just set one up ourselves,
self-timer it,
make a frame and crack on with it.
Exactly. I don't want to seem like I'm not because I sometimes think, oh God, Alexis, you don't seem like... I've already said I'm not doing wedding favours. But if you've got any ideas that can be a bit fun, we're having do you want to say like the main entertainment?
We are trying to get a drag queen to be the main entertainment. So somebody who's playing
idea.
music throughout the day, does the introductions for the speeches and whatnot, and maybe crack out a number or two towards the end if they're feeling confident.
I just want to have fun, and I think what's more fun than man in drag? I love it. Well,
if there's any drag queens watching this that
comment below and let us know.
Want to
we'll hire you for the day.
Want to come for the night? We'll be more than happy to get you on board.
Absolutely.
But we just want a really nice down to earth vibe, don't we?
Yeah.
We want everyone to be comfortable,
chilled. I already know that the room's got aircon. I made sure of that.
Yes, it's got aircon. Thank God. We're not even having a head table, are we?
No, because when I used to do the weddings, when I used to work them, I'd see this long table and all the wedding party facing out, and no one could talk. You had to turn to the side, and I just said when we were in the venue, we'll just stick all of our family and friends in their groups, and then we're just gonna have one little tiny table, just me and Liam, so we can actually talk and enjoy the day together.
And then we're going to have like a couple of seats on each table reserved for me and Alexis, so that throughout the day we can go and sit.
If we want to go around.
Yeah, if we want to go around, we can go sit there and speak to everyone. Because thing is with it, when I've been at weddings where they've got a head table, I mean, they look beautiful and they work for those people, but for me, I just feel like I'm going to be sat there looking out on everyone, and I don't like
judging.
That. Yeah,
I think weddings are so personal. Everyone has different ideas of what they want their wedding to be, and this is just our idea, and there's nothing wrong with that. And my dress, I'm very excited. I have an idea. I can't talk too much because Liam's here, but I have an idea of what I want. I don't know what I can say really. It's not going to shock anyone, I don't think. It's not going to be like, oh my God, wow. I think it'll be nice, but we'll see. But they always say, and this is true, everyone always says whatever you have in your head as a wedding dress, when you go and try them on, you get something completely different. So I might be completely wrong.
You're going to be doing like a say yes to the dress probably, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll go with the girls and my mum,
yeah.
Which I'm really excited. It's really cool to, like, when my sister got married, I didn't go to like the dress shop and I didn't go on the hen do. I was wearing a brown suit because I was a groomsman. So I never could experience those things, which I always felt a little bit like I was missing out. But now, like, I've been a bridesmaid last year and now we're getting married and I get to be the bride.
It is. I'm
It's
looking
very
forward to it for you.
nice.
We're
exciting.
gonna, and like the stag do and the hen do. We're not going out partying or going to a
No.
booth where, like, I want to.
I think we should combine them and just do like
Do you
a
think?
weekend away with some of our friends. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's, like I'd because we're not big going out party people, are we?
No.
We'd rather be in our pajamas watching Netflix.
We sound so old and
I
boring.
know, but I want to do something fun for mine. So
Yeah.
like, I'd like to do something like rock climbing or like.
Maybe we'll have a separate ones
Or
then.
like go karting or just something
Well, that's
really
separate.
like stimulating because I need stimulation.
You do. One more final thing about the wedding before we do some questions.
Yep.
And I'm saying this now on public record so all these guys can hold
Okay.
you accountable.
Oh, all right, okay.
When I have my entrance,
Yep.
if you do not cry, no. If you don't, I'm not saying sobbing. I just need a single wet eye and
Right.
one tear.
Right,
If
and then
you-
just note to self: take an onion with you to the wedding.
if you don't have one single tear, do you know what's going to happen?
What?
I'm going to be like, everyone, stop the song. I'm going to walk out. We're going to reset. We're going to start the song again, and I'm going to keep coming
Right,
in
well, I better get that onion rubbed on.
until you cry. You have to cry.
I'll be like,
When I tried on the wedding dresses, have we told them this?
I don't believe so.
So when I tried on the dresses, the first time I was in
This was
the modelling
the
thing.
modelling thing you did, wasn't it?
It was for like a bridal shop and a hairstylist or hairdresser.
We'll put some
and
pictures
the
on the
stock of it.
screen
It
here.
was really cool. The dresses were beautiful, but they weren't exactly my style, so it's not exactly what I would wear. What I will wear, I think, to our wedding. But I got the first dress on. I had my makeup done, my hair, and I was getting laced into this dress. I couldn't breathe. And then Liam walked in, like, playing with the settings on the camera because he's about to film some of it for TikTok and YouTube. And what did you say? The woman said to you, oh, Liam, what do you think? Look at her. She's in this beautiful dress. What did you say, Liam?
I can't remember.
You can't remember?
I actually can't remember.
You went, oh, it's nice. Yeah, she's in a nice
Oh,
dress.
yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that. It's a pretty dress.
And they said something about crying, and I was like, why am I going to cry for? But it's because, in my defence, you did look beautiful, but in my defence, it's because, to me, the whole you trying on the wedding dresses, because I knew it was for modelling, I knew we were doing it for a reason. It felt like a transactional thing that we were doing, not this is actually you in a wedding dress for me. It just felt, do you know what I mean? So, like
that's kind of cute.
in the moment, the person, when they were asking me that question, probably expected me to be like, melt to the floor and be like, oh my God, you look amazing, babe, I'm going to cry. But I was just so like, cool. Like, and
He literally was.
I was just like, yeah, she looks.
Do you know what? You've saved yourself with that. Well done.
Sorry?
I didn't know if you'd ever claw yourself out of that one. But yeah, one single tear, that's all I'm asking. Even if you have a little pipette and like just drop it on and then like look round.
I will try.
Anyway,
try
shall we
to do
move
that.
on to the questions?
Let's move on to the questions then. First question is from Montgomery. And they say, hey Alexis, hope
Hi.
you're well. So what did you have to do in terms of paperwork and proving that you are in fact gender dysphoric in order to start your transition?
Generation, I love that.
Transition.
How dramatic. Oh gosh, without going too much into it, I think I've spoken about it before. The first thing that you need is a medical diagnosis from a psychologist who specializes in gender. They do all these different questions. They go through your history. There's a lot. They go through like your medical history, everything, and they talk with you and then they give you a diagnosis. And then from there, it moves forward and forward and forward and forward. But that's the initial thing that you need to start.
And this can be done through the NHS or private?
Yeah, I did it private because the NHS is a 5-year waiting time to get that appointment.
That's definitely going in the podcast. So this question's from Meredith, and they say, in the beginning of your transition, were people kind to you, and did that change now that there's more controversy with the Leah Thomas, Dylan, etc. pushback?
At the start of my transition, I think a lot of women were like, you've got this, like supporting and being sweet and kind, which has helped me a lot because I was very nervous and anxious everywhere I went at the start. But I did get more heckles and people shouting, are you a girl or a boy, and saying not nice things. So I definitely got more then. I think with the controversy that's going on, and it seems seemingly getting worse, the controversy around trans women, I don't feel like I get more now because I kind of like...
I think you've anchored yourself into the community and socially online as well. I think because you've got a presence and people know that you're the real deal.
Thank you.
That might be. That's just my opinion. That might be why you probably get less.
I think so, yeah. I think that's definitely... And I think generally, like, if I'm just, like, walking around Tesco and no one's really properly, like,
Other supermarkets are
inspecting,
available.
like... no one's probably inspecting me up and down. I just kind of, like, go unnoticed and undetected. So I don't think I get as much in that
Unless
aspect of it.
Unless you get recognised.
Yeah, which is different though. And we touch wood, we've not had someone recognise us and be like, "I hate you."
No, touch wood. It's been.
I hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, I think it's a tough one really, because I think I get more like my family and stuff and like friends, like they raise concerns when they see these crazy videos like, did you see that with that trans woman? I get more of that now than I did 3 years ago.
Because they want to know your opinion on it.
Yeah.
As soon as something like that, they're like, what do you think? What do you think about it? Are you going to do a video about it?
Yeah. But yeah, I hope that kind of answers your question. What's you say?
Which you probably will.
Which I probably will, yeah. We're going to call it there. One thing before we go, I'm going to have to wear flats on our wedding day because Liam's half an inch shorter than me, so I can't wear heels.
Yeah,
I'm going to wear some pretty
5'8",
flats.
5'9".
But what I will say is, you won't see my feet. That's all I'm going to say, because I can't really say much more than that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching.
If you do enjoy this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and tick that notification bell to get instant notifications when Alexis posts a new video or when we post the podcast, which, starting from last week, we've started to do shorter content, haven't we? A couple of reasons, really. One of the reasons is because it's a lot to film an hour's worth of footage and then try to cut through it. We also noticed that people's attention spans,
like mine,
as our own, we tend to get bored after 10, 15 minutes. So what we're going to start doing, and this was Alexis's idea, we're going to start doing our podcast in more of a bite-sized
chunks, 10, 15 minutes, just so we, like, if you want to quickly watch it, like, when I watch a video and it's more than 20 minutes, I'm like, no, too long. So I'm going to try that and see if you guys liked it.
See how we get on.
You can also listen to our podcast if you don't want to see our faces.
On Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and also Amazon Music as well, so you can always tune in on the radio and whatnot.
Anyway, it's time for Liam to go cook me my dinner. Thank you so much
Why
for watching,
am I
everyone.
always the dinner cooker?
And we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.